they're gonna cancel it at the last minute or something. For some reason they'll be like, oh, you weren't really supposed to be allowed to do that. This one is heavy. Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm super excited to be talking today about The Rounds, which is a new grocery delivery service that I'm using. But I want to preface this by saying I'm not at all affiliated with The Rounds. They don't know who I am or that I'm doing this. This isn't an ad. I do have a referral link that will give us each a discount to The Rounds if you do want to join, and I'll put a link to that in the video description. But this is a totally independent thing just because I haven't really heard a lot about this or a lot of information or reviews about this service from just regular people. All right, that said, I'm gonna move this out of the way a little bit because I feel a little hidden. So The Rounds is a package-free, zero waste, low waste kind of grocery delivery service. Right now they're serving Philadelphia, Washington, D.C., Atlanta, and Miami areas. Like I said, I haven't really been able to find too much about them online other than like some news kind of pieces about the company. So I hope that this review from a regular person is helpful to you. Now, I am someone who's been like bringing my own shopping bags to all stores and even produce bags for years. Like, everybody does it now, but people used to look at me weird and be like, why are you bringing a bag? So I'm like very interested in package-free options. I've really been wishing for a long time that we did have a good package-free kind of store in my area. There's a couple, but from what I've seen, they really focus more on like household products like soaps and detergents and stuff, and less about like everyday foods and things that like I personally would need to restock more frequently. So it's never really made sense to me to even go there or try them. But I was super inspired and kind of jealous of the a video that Levi and Leah, which is like a eco-friendly kind of YouTube channel, did a few years ago, where they showed their local package-free store that sold so many like food items and even like fresh foods and different things. And you just bring all your own containers and jars and things and buy whatever you need, and they like zero out the weights for all your jars, and you can purchase all your stuff package free and then reuse all those jars and containers. So I actually saw an ad for The Rounds months ago, and they weren't serving my particular area at that time. They were really more centered in like the urban, like Philadelphia city. I would get marketing emails from them. I signed up for like notifications for in case they ever did come to my area, and every time I heard from them I'd try signing up again and they weren't covering my address. And then a few weeks ago I got another ad to sign up for like some kind of deal promotion they were running, and I went through the process again and it let me sign up, and I was super excited. So even that week between when I signed up and set up my initial order and when it came, I was like, they're gonna cancel it at the last minute or something. For some reason they'll be like, oh, you weren't really supposed to be allowed to do that. But it turns out they've actually expanded a little bit to more of the greater metro area, and so they are actually serving my area now. One of the changes, I think, as they move from the city out into the suburbs is that they advertise that they do their deliveries on like e-bikes. And I was like, they're not gonna bring an e-bike out here. They didn't. They are using a regular delivery van. I'm sure it's hopefully like an eco-friendly delivery van, but they're not coming around the suburbs on e-bikes. So the thing was, when I was able to sign up, it was sort of like a surprise. I wasn't really ready to like restock all my household items right away, so I have been just doing like a couple small orders for the last few weeks, and I'm using them, now that I know I'm subscribed to the service, I'm using them going forward to refill things as I need to, but I haven't really gotten a ton of stuff from them. But the main draw for me is that pretty much everything is package free, and they will collect their packaging back the following week. They'll collect this bag, they'll collect any empty jars that I have. Obviously, like, this is a can, I can recycle that, and some of the other things are products that come in their own packaging, but like produce comes in cloth bags, and most things come in like these reusable glass jars, and they just sanitize them and then reuse them. So it's sort of like the milkman in the olden times, would come and bring your glass bottles of milk, and then he'd collect your empty glass bottles the following week. So it's Friday morning and it's the day that my new delivery comes. So I have my bag from last week sitting out here, and it contains all of the empty jars and cloth bags from last week's produce and non-perishable items. So we'll just leave this here and then we'll pick this up and drop off my new delivery when they come today.
So here's my delivery van. I was actually kind of surprised to see that it comes in a van because one of the things they advertised was that they come on electric bikes. But I was curious how they would really do that here in the suburbs. It makes sense in the city where, you know, everything's a little denser, but yeah, so for the suburbs they do just come in a regular delivery van. So my delivery's here. Let's bring it in and take a look at what I got today. This one is heavy.
Okay, so when I signed up for this, it was kind of like a spur of the moment thing and I wasn't really ready to order a bunch of groceries. So this week I have more groceries on order. So everything comes in this really nice, like a reusable shopping bag, but it's like a really big one. And it's all packaged in recyclable or reusable containers. A lot of it is package free, which is something that I've been looking for around here, like a package-free store option. So let's see. So we have a bag of tortilla chips. I'm actually kind of surprised. These do come in a brown paper bag, but there is a little plastic window on them. I've bought this brand before. They have it at the store. So we have that. I got a loaf of bread, and look how nice it comes in this brown paper bag. That's like, wow, that looks amazing. I actually just used my last slice of bread just now to make lunch, so perfect timing. And then last week I got a jar of this Chex Mix and it was so good. I haven't had Chex Mix in years. So this time I ordered 2 because I blasted through it in like 2 days. So this should keep me going for the week. And I also got, I've forgotten I did this, but I also did a jar of Goldfish crackers. I don't know if they're official Goldfish brand. They actually look more like whales. So they might be a different brand, maybe the one that comes more package free or more sustainable in some way, or vegan or something, I'm not sure, but some snacks there for the week. And I wasn't expecting this to be this big. This is a jar of gummy worms. Last week I got a jar of Sour Patch Kids and the jar was about half this size, so I figured, you know, I'll get a little handful of gummy worms. This is much bigger than I expected, but okay, I'm loaded with snacks for the week. And then I actually had gotten some produce last time, so I didn't need as much this time, but I did get a bag of peaches, and the produce comes in just these like reusable cloth bags. So you can see like everything's labeled. This is labeled with a little QR code. The bread does not have a QR code because I'm not gonna give it back, but like all of the jars have a little code, and I believe, yeah, the bag itself has a little QR code, so they like keep track of everything. And it actually says on the bag, this is only for their use, it's not for member use, so return it and return all your containers the next week when they come to do your delivery. So here is my full little haul for this week. So I just wanted to share this because you do get a lot of like text updates and reminders from them. So on Wednesday of this week, I got a reminder with like, here's what was in my order currently, and I had until the next day to go in and make any changes. And then this morning, I got a reminder that they were coming and to set out my empties, and then when they were on their way, and then to confirm that they had delivered. And there's also a link to give some feedback. So I've been leaving them very positive feedback because I'm really happy with it. So some of the things that I like about this service, number one, they offer products from local brands and local providers. So for example, in my area, the produce comes from a local farm co-op. The baked goods come from local bakeries. There's a local hot sauce brand that we know from our local farmers markets that they sell on here. They also have a really broad selection of different types of products and services. Even in addition to the food and the household and the personal care items, they have services like they'll pick up your compost, they will exchange your CO2 canisters, they'll let you donate household goods. So they offer like all these other services in addition. And also they have this whole like scheduling system that you can kind of like set it and forget it. So if you have like your staple items and you know you need something every so many weeks, you can just set it up and it'll just come on a schedule. But also it's really easy to manage and adjust things yourself if you want to skip things or pause your whole account even. It's really, really easy. So I'll show you right now a demo of what you find on the website and how that whole scheduling and ordering management thing works.
So I just wanted to show you what the website is like and what kind of products there are, because that's what I'm always curious to see. So when you come in, it shows you all these categories. It shows you some things that they're highlighting, but where I really like to shop is down the actual categories here on this side. So I'll just kind of give you an overview of what you sort of find in each of these categories, but there's lots of like pantry items, pastas, spices, oils, sauces, stuff like that. Pretty much non-perishable things. One thing that I think is neat is they sell some of these items like a kit where it's just 2 products packaged together, like a spaghetti kit, mac and cheese kit. Up at the top they had an overnight oats kit. And it's really just a quick shortcut to add those 3 separate items to your order. And it's still, you can refresh them at different paces, but it's sort of just a shortcut to add these things together. I'm not going to go through every one of these categories, but I just sort of wanted to show you an example. Again, one of the things that I really like about the Rounds is that they do a lot with local businesses. So especially for something like the bakery category where they're fresh items, we're getting them from local businesses like the High Street Bakery in Philadelphia. One of the other things I like about this service is they have pet supplies. So as a cat parent, I'm always happy to see when there's actual cat products like cat litter here. They even offer flowers in our area that come from the same farm co-op as most of the produce items. And it's also fun to poke through like the health section. You could see some of those categories, but they even have like vitamins, condoms, bandages. In the personal care section, they have mouthwash, toothbrush, again, a kit of dental items, and they even have tampons and pads and panty liners. Put that on a schedule for your order. Of course, shampoo and conditioner and soap, and even some like makeup kind of products. So really a wide variety of things, and if it's not their own kind of branded things, they're getting them from these other brands. And the last thing I wanted to show you was some of the services that they offer, which I think is another really great aspect. So we have a compost bin at home, but if we didn't, if we were like in our urban environment and didn't have a place in our yard for compost, they offer compost services. They do donation pickups, clothing recycling service. If you have like a soda stream, they'll do a exchange of your CO2 canister. So I think that's really neat. When they come pick up your items, your previous week's packaging, they'll pick up some of these items as well. And then I also wanted to show you these couple ways that you can manage your order. So one is under this now, soon, later section, and it shows you what's in your current week's order. I actually just got one today, so this current one is grayed out, but then it'll show your next week and then everything you have coming at any point in the future. And you can manage these here individually. You can manage the whole order. You can add things, and that just takes you back to the shopping area, but you can click any one of these and skip it or change the quantity. And then if you want to manage kind of your whole overall order, all of the products that you have, you can see here it says adjust anything but the price. So for each of these items, you can remove it, you can change the frequency, the quantity, change the date. So this example is a little different because the things that were already just delivered are kind of grayed out here, but these are the things that came this week, and you can even remove them completely from an upcoming order. And you can see the options here for the frequency, so you can choose every 1, 2, 4, or 8 weeks. Although I will mention some of these items, when I look at them on the mobile site, show me different options, like every for 6 or 12 weeks. So not sure why they're showing differently here. And I also, one suggestion is I wish that you could pick like every 3 weeks, because some of these items I don't need every 2 weeks, but 4 weeks is too long. So I'd love to have a little more granularity in this. But this is just an easy way to see an overview, and this one is an easy way to see specifically what's coming to you this week and next week and manage it from here.
Another thing that I like is that they will send you text reminders about your upcoming order, or when your delivery is on the way, or when it's arrived, and they follow up with a survey. I actually, in one of the surveys, mentioned an issue that I'd had, and they texted me back right away, and they wanted more information, and they were like, tell us if this ever happens again. So I think their customer service like really is actual people running things, which is like really nice. Overall, I am really happy with it. I've been adding more and more things to my orders each week as I'm making it more a part of my routine now. So I mean, I recommend it. Again, if you want to join, if it's in your area, sign up with the referral link and we can both get a discount. And even if it's not in your area, you should be able to sign up and like be on a wait list to be notified when it does become available for you. So if this is something that you're interested in, if you're looking for more of like a local, eco-friendly, low-waste kind of service, I'm super happy with it so far. So thank you for watching. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you did, give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment and let me know, you know, is this something that you have subscribed to or would be interested in? Do you have something similar where you are? Do you have a package-free store where you are, or have you been to one? I think they're so cool. Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts about this. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, you cannot be here. No, no, no. Nope, nope, hop down. Nope. Hop down, please.